Good evening, everyone. Hello. How's everyone doing? Your boy is sick. Like, there's definitely something more than just allergies going on with me today. This whole week, actually. I am being forced right now to be very soft-spoken. So, if you wanted to stream where I don't yell or even raise my voice, tonight's your very lucky night. I'm feeling it. So I will let the algorithm do its thing. I'll talk for like 5-10 minutes or so, and we'll get to it. We're mixing a new song from the Smugs. We're continuing the song that we were mixing from them the last time. It's a song called Masquerade. And you guys remember this because I love the melody so much. It was like, Masquerade, da 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 da. It's very catchy. It's going to get stuck in everyone's head because I'm very tired. And I'm going to do anything I can to distract myself. So I have the ottoman from my couch right here. So as you can see in the corner, Elvis just swatted at my finger because he's being an asshole. I'll talk until like 9:10, and then we'll get going because 10 minutes should be more than enough for the algorithm to reach people and let them know that I'm live. So I'm going to talk until 9:10, and then we'll get into it. If you want to tune out and come back in because you don't want to hear me talk about anything, I don't care. Do whatever you want. But we're going to talk until 9:10, and then we're going to get to it. There's something going on in here and like all over. I got something. I don't know what it is. It's definitely not COVID because I took a test already. I'm negative. I've been feeling it this whole week. Like my eyes are in such pain right now. Like, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. This is the dumb little light that I always use to light myself up so I don't have giant raccoon eyes right here. See? You can see my eyes with the light. By the way, this is a small rig RGB light. Even at like 10%, which is what it is right now, 10% brightness, it's hurting. So I'm turning it off for the stream tonight. My eyes feel like I'm literally scraping them on needles and sandpaper. They like everything right in this area is just in excruciating pain. My sinuses are out of whack, and I'm feeling it. So I'm going to look like I have raccoon eyes tonight for this stream. The light is literally piercing my eye, and it's hurting. Like, even if I'm looking at the screen right now, the screen is super low, too, in brightness. So I'm feeling it. My eyes and sinuses are killing me. Anyway, I haven't really been sleeping this week. I haven't really been getting a lot of rest. And I think that invited a cold or something to come in and fuck with my allergies even more. I'm feeling it, guys. Monday I went to the beach, did a photo shoot with my girl Cruz of the Crusaders, and the photos came out amazing. So shout outs to her. Tuesday I did, and Wednesday I pretty much spent the day loading a lot of stuff in my apartment that's usually all over there and in my bedroom and outside into a storage space. Because on a very personal note, I'm moving very soon. I'm moving. I am moving out of this place. I've been living in this apartment for about 8 years now. and I just simply can't afford to live here anymore. Full disclosure, I pay a flat rate of $2,000 a month, and I have no utilities included with my rent. The only thing that I pay for out of pocket additionally is internet. My electric, water, sewage, heating, you name it, and I have one window unit AC in there. So I don't pay electric. It's a cool setup, but I need to find a cheaper place. And I've priced out a couple locations where rent is like $1,400-1,500 with utilities. I'll be saving like $300 a month, and that $300 is going to go a very long way. And now with the rising cost of gas, I just filled up. Let me put it this way. I'm going to be fully disclosed with my finances with you guys. So my busy season, my busy months for photography, audio, whatever. Fuck. My really busy stuff lasts from mid-March roughly to the week after Thanksgiving. So in that time is where I make most of my money. And December, January, February, those 3 months are dead. I barely have any real estate. I barely have any shows to work. I barely have anything to do. So in March through Thanksgiving, essentially, I have to make enough money to pay all of my bills, my rent, and then some from if I basically didn't work December, January, and February. Worst case scenario, because that's when everything dies down and I barely make enough to just break even if I'm lucky. So I have to be a squirrel, essentially, and hoard my money. Around April, I take whatever is left over in a savings account. And I have 2 savings accounts. I have one that I use to put towards retirement, a 401k, investments, you name it. And that money is whatever is left over from my money hoarding and whatever I can save in the 3 dry months of my year. So anything that's left in that savings account that hasn't been spent on utilities, rent, amenities or whatever, that goes into my retirement 401k and an investment savings. Because I'm a freelancer, I'm an independent contractor, I don't have a company matching my 401k. I have to manually put in an investment. And this year I didn't put anything in because 2025 was a very tight year. In fact, I owe the IRS around $900. Okay? So I didn't put anything in from last year into my 401k. So 2025 was a break-even, barely made it year. Now, on a good year, I save, after my busy season's over, I save roughly $10,000 to $12,000. And that's what usually ends up in my savings account. And that can help me coast by through winter. And I usually put maybe $2,000-3,000 into my savings account. And I split it between a main investment account, a Roth IRA, and other investment accounts to check and like hope that I have enough money to retire eventually. I don't want to like fully retire at 65 or 70 even. I always want to work. I'm that type. I need to be busy. Unless I can't physically walk anymore, I want to still work. But it would be nice to have a nice pension I can just pay myself. So that savings account that's my first savings account. My second savings account is whatever scraps at the end of the month that I have once basic living necessities have been paid. I put a little aside for my fun money if I want to save money for a trip somewhere. If I want to bring a very nice young lady out on a date, that's that money. If I want to buy a new case for my phone, that's in that account. If I want to be a total idiot and spend it on modifying parts for my Mustang, that's 2 years of savings I put into the Mustang, modifying the suspension. That is my fuck around and don't, like, that's my fuck around and don't care money. So whatever's left over, I put aside also a percentage of money where it has to have a bare minimum balance, right? Did I say I have two? I have 3 savings accounts. Sorry, I have 3. But my third, so the first one is save and whatever is remaining left over goes into retirement. Whatever is left over in number 2 can do whatever I want with it. That's my fun money. And 3 is my break glass in case of absolute emergency and you are completely fucked savings. So that money is saved in case I have no options whatsoever. That is saved for you literally blew up your car and you need to spend a stupid amount of money to get it fixed. That is break glass in case of emergency. And I'm happy that I didn't touch this money for the last 2 years. That account's wiped out. That account was wiped out when my Golf GTI needed a new tire. Then it needed a new fucking intake manifold. Then it needed a new clutch. And now it's getting 3 wheel bearings and 3 brand new tires on the car with a wheel alignment. And I think the guy also said I may need new motor mounts and, strut tower mounts because there's a little bit of extra noise that the car's making when it goes over bumps. The bottom line is, and not to mention the Mustang needs new tire rods. Otherwise, the steering will not work. And I can literally turn the steering wheel and the car won't steer. So the tire rods need to be replaced on the Mustang. So, full disclosure, I had $5,000 in that break glass case of emergency savings account. I had $5,000, and that can usually fix one fucking shit car repair. That can fix if I lose all my money, if every single client that I have in real estate calls me tomorrow and says, I don't want to use you anymore. That is good for about 2.5 to 3 months worth of being able to live, pay my rent, do whatever. Because there's a lot of new competition with real estate photography, I had to spend a lot of money on marketing, on SEO, on getting my website seen by more realtors. And the golf has been nothing but a money pit. That money in my third emergency savings account is completely gone. Right? It's gone. And it's now to the point where I'm dipping into my second savings account. My, if anything's left over, put it towards retirement. That account, that savings account, is pretty much at zero. I have maybe $300 left in it, which is going to go towards fixing the tire rods on the Mustang. That and another $300. So, and then I have my primary checking account, which is the account that gets everything, and then I send it out to whatever savings account has. That account is attached to my LLC. That's attached to my person. And that is the checking account that I use to deposit cash in from gigs. That's the account that's connected to my Venmo, my YouTube, and my Rumble Super Chats in case you guys donate. That's where my AdSense for YouTube is connected to. So, yeah. Basically, that account is almost wiped out. And I pay everything on a credit card because I like to put everything on a credit card and immediately pay it off. Right? If I can't physically pay with cash, I usually don't charge it to a credit card. So what I like to do is I like to charge it to a credit card, get the points, get the rewards, keep my credit score active. and then pay it off immediately. Because the Golf has had so many repairs done, I'm about almost $7,500 to $8,000 in repairs for the Golf, all in the span of the last 2 months. Between the clutch, the intake manifold, 3 wheel bearings, I think I need 2 new coilovers, suspension components in the front, and the wheel alignment. That's about $7,000. So that wiped out 2 of my savings account, and now I have significant amounts of credit card debt that I can't now pay off. So basically what I'm trying to say here is like, I can't afford to live here anymore. I need to find a new place. So I found much cheaper to afford apartments that aren't roach infested. I've been looking at other apartments. That's what I've been doing the last couple days. And I found 2 that I really like that I applied to. So there's a very good chance that I'm going to be moving in the next month or 2. So that's what's been going on with me. So it could, the way what I'm feeling right now could honestly just be stress. I don't know. I haven't felt stress. I haven't felt pressure. I had a pretty decent month with YouTube, so quite honestly, my AdSense from April is going to go towards, is basically going to pay for the fixing of the Mustang. So when it's all said and done, and I get both cars back and both cars are healthy, I will have enough just to pay June rent. And then I'm basically living off coupons, ramen noodles, and stuff for June. That is how skin tight I am right now. And if I don't have a really good June, I'm going to be hurting badly financially. This is the reality of being your own boss, being a freelancer, being an independent contractor, and living in one of the most expensive states in the country to live in. New Jersey is incredibly expensive, and now with gas being $4.50 a gallon, the time to do anything I can to sell the Golf and get rid of it is now. Because I pay about $4.50 a month for my car payments for the Golf, and I don't trust it anymore. I don't trust that it's going to be good. I don't trust that it's going to be reliable anymore, because I've had 4 major repairs in the span of 2 months. It's at 70,000 miles now. So I know I kind of talked 10 more minutes than I wanted to about this, but it sucks, guys. I'm sorry. So anyone who asks me, honestly, anyone who ever really truly asks me, Chris, what does it take to be a sound engineer in this business? What does it take to make a living doing this? You literally have to. Did anyone watch the Boys finale? Did anyone watch the Boys finale? Spoilers, I'm going to talk about it. The finale was, the whole season 5 was just, it was meh. I don't know why TV shows can't stick the landing and like end on a good note. I mean, really, the last show that really delivered and wowed me in the finale was The Sopranos. That's the last show that was good beginning to end, and it was perfect. Not to do a Homelander meme here, but it was perfect. Absolute, down to the last detail, perfection. Everything else has been garbage. I never watched Breaking Bad, so don't say Breaking Bad. I've never seen Better Call Saul, so I haven't watched it. In fact, the only show I'm going to watch right now is The Burrows, which is a new show from the Duffer Brothers, who made Stranger Things, which, by the way, the ending of that show sucked. But The Boys, in the finale, Homelander gets his powers taken away, and before he's killed by Butcher, he He's like, I'll do anything. I'll suck your dick. I'll do anything. Please don't kill me. And he turns into a little fucking scared child. That's what you have to do in order to make it as an audio engineer, as a freelancer in New Jersey. You literally have to suck dick in order to get ahead. So that's that. What's your Venmo? Oh, hold on. You know what? Let me hold up my QR for the Venmo. If you wish to I should have had a link in the description. I'm sorry. If you guys wish to Venmo me, I get 100% of these. So if you super chat me, I get like 75%, I think, on YouTube and like 77% on Rumble. But Venmo, I get everything. So there's my QR. Let the camera expose. That's not working, is it? That's not working, is it? Okay. Let me turn down the brightness. Oh, son of a bitch. Whatever. I'm gonna hold on. Venmo.com. There you go. Okay, it was the URL I thought it was. So, okay. If you wish to Venmo me, that goes directly to me. It's in both the Rumble and YouTube thing. So if you wish to donate, I get 100% of that. I'm not asking you guys for money. I'm not asking for it. I'm squeaking by. But it literally is, I'm being completely real with you guys. Right now, it is literally by the skin of my teeth. I'm making it. So, okay, let me catch up with the chats. You didn't need the light. Try not to scratch your eyes. Yeah. Miso soup. Bro, the Smugs checking out. Connor at least is checking it out. Miso soup is fucking delicious. I love that. I need a photographer for my upcoming wedding, but you're too far away. Listen, bro, if you're willing to cover my travel costs, I'll give you a discounted rate. No joke. Shining light detailing. No joke. Depending on when your wedding is. If you cover my travel expenses, which is the most expensive part about traveling anywhere, if you cover my travel expenses, I'll give you the friends and family discount. Normally for like, if I have to travel, it's like $2,500 is what I normally charge for a wedding. But if you cover my travel costs, I'll say it right now on camera, cover my travel, hotel, and whatever, and I'll charge you $500, and that's it. If you're interested, of course, and you haven't booked anyone else already. Dead serious. That's my offer. Iowa, for fuck's sake. FPA donated 10. In American capitalist society, traveling to Iowa to keep the wife happy. Yeah. Iowa is definitely affordable, but Iowa is also Iowa. There's really not much of anything going on in Iowa. I know Slipknot's from Iowa, but, like, there's really nothing. FPA CHA rules. Love this man. Thank you. How about, folks? It's its fault. He likes Ford. Listen, the Mustang doesn't have the problems. The Mustang has natural wear and tear on it. It still has the original water pumps. The engine and exhaust are all still original. The clutch is still original. The only things that are going on that are the tire rods. And that's it. It's the Golf that's been killing me. Jersey used to not be like this. Yeah, it's my email is available. Move to like Montana, be the only guy in town. Listen, if I want to go on vacation, I'll go to Montana, and where I'm the only guy. Like, my dream vacation is like being on a deserted island alone, away from people. And I don't know why Tom Hanks in Castaway thought that was hell. That sounds like my idea of heaven. Really. Now, of course, like if I were like in a cabin, it was stocked with food. If I have to like break coconuts open and like hunt for fish, that's miserable. But get me a cabin that's stocked with food and whatever I need. I don't need internet. I don't need TV. I don't need anything. Just give me a cabin stocked with food on a beach and away from everyone. And I'm literally happy. I'm an introvert, guys. Like I like being alone. If I were talking in a group of people, I would stutter and I would stutter more than Professor Quirrell. That's a Harry Potter reference I just made. I would stutter more than Quirrell. But talking, there could be like 20,000 people watching my stream. And I wouldn't bat an eye. Because I'm talking to a camera and I'm alone. July 11th in Myrtle Beach. Let's see. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. Let me look at my July schedule. I'm dead serious. I'm looking at it right now. Oh, son of a bitch. Hold on. Masquerade. Masquerade. I need to check and see when do we have any 40 Below shows that month. I know we have one in June 20th, but I don't know what do we have anything in the fall? June 20th, and no, it's August. July 11th, Myrtle Beach. Oh, bro, I'm free July 11th. I'm literally free. That is the one Saturday and weekend in July that isn't booked for me. Because July 4th, the 18th, and the 25th, I have gigs with the Crusaders. And then the 31st through August 3rd, I'm going up to a much-needed weekend getaway with my dad up at Racket Lake, upstate New York. Literally July 11th, I have nothing. So I am free. I know it would be cheaper to fly in Thursday and fly out Monday. So July 9th through 13th. Yeah, I'll talk over with my fiance. Yeah, guys, if you're legit interested, let's see. My email. Yeah, dude, shine your light. My email's in the description. If you guys are interested and like legit, like, and you don't have anyone, that's my business email. Email me. I'm dead serious. And like I said, my rate is $500 plus my travel expenses. So my flight, hotel, rental car if needed, which I probably will need. So flight, hotel, rental car, plus $500 rate. And that's it. I'll do it. That's my rate. It would come out to roughly the same cost as if you hired like another photographer. Locally, it would be that's like almost $1,500 in total expense. But like, you know, we could talk about the $500 rate. We can collaborate. Like, I could photograph some of your detailing stuff. You know, we could talk about prices. Or if I come down the Friday and leave on the Sunday, I mean that's 2 nights. That's 2 nights less than I would be in the hotel. So, yeah, we can definitely talk about it. If you're interested, of course. If you are, email me, and we'll talk. And I'll give you my cell. We can chat. Okay. Okay. I'll talk it over my fiance. She may have somebody, but if not, I would love you to do it. Yeah, absolutely, dude. I've also never been to Myrtle Beach, so it would be kind of cool to just take some photos of like the landscape for my own purpose at least. And if you have a detailing company, it'd be cool to take a couple pictures of like customer cars or whatever. But you're getting married, so you won't have time to do any of that shit because you'll be busy doing wedding stuff with the missus. And if you're a sane person, you're going on your honeymoon the day after. So, all right, let's get into it. I wasted your guys' time enough. So, let's get into it. I've been watching what the hell is this I have up on my screen? Oh, it's the Chris Van Vliet just released a new podcast with Dan Soder and Will Sasso. Two of the funniest impressionists I've ever heard when it comes to wrestling. And I mean, Will Sasso, you guys know from Mad TV back in the day, and Dan Soder is a stand-up comedian from New York, and he does by a mile the funniest Macho Man Randy Savage I've ever heard in my life. And if you haven't heard it, just Google it. I don't want to play because I don't want to get fucking flagged, but just Google Dan Soder Macho Man Randy Savage. It is so scary how accurate his Macho Man is. But if I'm Chris Van Vliet, I'm only like 15 minutes in this podcast, and it's killing me. I'm splitting my sides from laughter. Chris is literally sitting there not doing anything, just letting the two funny people go at it, and it's fantastic. So let's keep that potted down. I don't want to close it because I don't want to lose my focus. Let's pop out the chat so that I can see you guys chat along. I'm trusting you guys to be nice in the chat room. I am having the chat room over on the right side of the screen so that I'll be able to instantly read and communicate with you guys. So if you say something mean or nasty that would get my shit flagged, it's there permanently. Okay, let me unplug this to plug it back in because for some reason, yet again, this fucking computer refuses to fucking charge properly. I don't know why this multi-port charger I have sucks a bag of ass. So let's see. I'm in. Okay. Oh, God damn it. Okay. So we are working on. Damn it, now I'm hot. Get the fan on. Oh yeah, I'm definitely sick. I'm feeling cold flashes, hot flashes. It's like I'm going through fucking menopause. 20 minutes ago, I was freezing to the point where I was wearing a sweater. Or 20 minutes before the stream started, I was wearing a sweater. Then I took it off to just be on the air, and now I'm sweating. So now there's a fan above me. If you hear it in the background, it's a fan. Okay. So we're working on this song from the Smugs. And the reason why I haven't touched this in a while is because the band was Connor decided to inform me that he is going to have two people do harmonies. And I'm like, okay, I'll just wait for him. So I have the harmonies. I have them right here. And I need to plug in my regular MagSafe charger. Should have done a hard reboot. Hold on. I'm probably going to lose the camera. Did I lose the camera on OBS? No, I didn't. Okay. we're rolling with that. Okay, sweet. Okay, it's just not charging. Am I still hardwired to my network? No, I'm not. Okay. So I don't have hardwired internet, but I have a gig up and down speed here. So I don't think we're gonna run into any lag on the Wi-Fi. I even reverted back to my older version of Mac OS that I had. The last time I updated my OS, I had Sonoma. So I don't even know what the new OS is, but I reverted back to Sonoma because everything was just buggy. Okay, guys. So Connor sent me these harmony vocals to go in the chorus. I haven't heard them. I just dragged them into Logic here, but it looks like there could be a little bit of peaking right here. So let's just hear what we got.
Try, but I'm just falling down.
Oh, that's hot. That is a very hot signal. Okay. All right, let's see.
Try, but I'm just falling down.
Oh, that's why. The fucking fader's all the way up. No wonder why. 6.9. Nice.
Try, but I'm just falling down.
I mean, it's hot, but it's not, like, unusable.
Lying on your grave now.
Okay. Let's hear what the lady sounds like.
Try, but I'm just falling down.
You'll definitely hear a lot of room noise in the background.
Laying on your grave now.
All right. I mean, it's not the greatest, but they're also not unusable. So, let me just put them in the background of where they're at. Let me just get a level for them, and then I can process these later because I haven't even heard this song since I last worked on it. So let's just hear what we got.
Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now.
All right, that's a good spot to start in at least. All right, I'm just gonna shut you two up for a minute. Shut Connor up for a minute. Let's see. Let's figure out where everything is. I need to hear the whole song again. Is your ARC on? Oh, you meant the actual ARC Studio. Yes, it is indeed on with the room correction on. So I am hearing as accurate of a mix as this room will allow me to hear. To be honest, the thing that's even if it's even slightly throwing me off is the fan above my head because I can hear the fan spinning. Ideally, I like to mix with the fan and everything in this house off, so I have no distractions and no outside noises. But if I'm being completely honest with you guys tonight, I'm definitely sick. So we're gonna do what we can with this, but I don't fully trust my ears right now. I've been having to pop my ears all day, so I am in no condition to have a healthy set of ears to accurately say this is the final decision I'm making with this mix. So we're gonna do what we can with this to the best of my ability. But there's definitely going to be another session where I like really gloss over this when I feel better. It definitely won't be tomorrow because I'm at Artie's tomorrow. We're having some country cover tomorrow. Original, guys, another country cover band tomorrow night. And Saturday I am with the Crusaders, and I'm hoping I can get a stream of that going. So we'll see. Here's the thing, Aaron. Like, I appreciate it, but, you know, the financial strain right now is because the golf has literally been nothing but a colossal money pit. If the golf hadn't needed all the insane repairs I've had to get to, like, invest into it, I'd be fine right now. I would be on easy street right now, but this golf is... it's fucking killing me. That's literally it. Like, if you want to pray for anything, pray that I can get rid of it ASAP. I could find some poor sap to buy it. I could pay off the loan and, you know, get like either a beater or like my credit score is improved enough. Get that Tesla I want. Because $4.50 a gallon, I can't do it anymore. Yeah, I like the Camry hybrid, but the car's not big enough for what I need. Like, I need something that will carry all my audio equipment with ease. And the Camry hybrid, I already, like, it barely fit all my camera gear when I worked for that shitty real estate company a couple of years ago, and they gave me a Camry hybrid to use. Also, I'm done with gas cars. I'm going electric. If I go hybrid, if I even do buy hybrid, I'm gonna get a Civic Sport Touring hatchback hybrid. Because I'm seeing video of people getting their miles per gallon on it, and people are getting like near 60 miles a tank, and it's amazing. Toyota's nice, but I wouldn't get a new Toyota. I'd get a mid 2010s era Toyota. Those were like tanks, and I never broke down. I know the new Civics are indestructible, and like I've driven one, and it's so much better to drive than a Toyota. So if I'm gonna go, like, I literally have two options of car I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get either the Tesla Model Y, or I'm gonna get the Civic Sport Touring hatchback hybrid. Those are my two options I'm gonna get. I don't know which one, but all I do know is if gas prices do not improve, I'm gonna pay the extra in car insurance for the Tesla, and even if I rely solely on Tesla superchargers, it will still be significantly cheaper than paying for gas, especially if gas doesn't go below $4. It doesn't go below $4 a gallon. If it goes back to like $3.20 or $3.50, suddenly now the hybrid makes a little more sense financially for me. But there's also all the other mechanical repairs that the hybrid would need, and maintenance. Like Tesla, you barely have to do any maintenance on that thing. So I'm leaning more towards a Tesla unless the gas prices drop down significantly. If the gas prices go down, like I'm talking like near $3 a gallon, or even maybe below $3 a gallon, ideally, if gas prices go down to that level, then I would entertain the hybrid a lot more. But so far, no. I'm getting the Tesla. Okay, overall the instruments sound really good. Let me fuck with this snare drum a little bit. Here's where it's gonna get stuck in everyone's fucking head again. Masquerade. This song's gonna get stuck in your head. Masquerade. My sinuses are killing me. Masquerade. I wanna go to sleep. I haven't slept well in 4 days. I'm so sick I have full-blown AIDS. I wish someone would just kill me, please. The finale of The Boys really sucked. I'd rather rewatch Stranger Things. And that finale sucked also. All kidding aside, I think that vocal's sitting pretty decently, volume-wise. I think his verse vocal sounds good. Chorus vocals have a little more high end to them than the verse vocals, so I'm just going to add a little more high end to the verse vocal. Because if you're singing, I'm not going to be able to do this, but if you're singing really high, you hear a lot more high end. Whereas if you sing low, it sounds like you're mumbling and there's not a lot of high end. But then as your voice gets louder, you have more high end. And then when you bring your tone of voice down and decrease your volume, you get more subtle, muddy low end because you're almost whispering and you're mumbling. Do you hear how the frequency response in my voice is changing? When I'm really low, then my voice gets louder and louder and louder and louder and louder. So when he's doing his verse, he's barely going in the mic. So I'm gonna try to imitate him. I'm gonna try to replicate this. He's probably going like masquerade, ba da 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 da, ba da da, and then in the chorus, he's going really hard. Oh, that really fucking hurt. My throat's killing me. But you guys hear it, right? You guys heard it when I was doing it. When you're talking really quietly, not a lot of high end, you have to increase the volume a lot for it to cut through. Whereas if you're going higher and louder, the pitch and the tune of your vocal is sharper. So let's just increase the high end of his verse vocal. Sorry, not increase the volume. Let's increase let's change the EQ a little bit of his verse vocal. I should also make it very clear that I am listening on my monitors at very low volume right now. I haven't once blasted my speakers in here, simply because I have a raging migraine headache right now. and anything louder than normal quiet speaking volume is going to make me just like, it's going to make my brain pop. All right.
Masquerade. Child, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Child, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Child, but I'm just falling down. All the same.
You heard that just by subtly bringing up the high end on the Neve pre. Suddenly his vocal is perfectly in tune with his chorus vocal, as far as like tone wise and EQ wise. Now we can concentrate now on blending the chorus vocals, and then maybe hopefully we can get like a final like decent mix.
Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down.
Laying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Laying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same.
Aaron Wesley, your comments on the guitar tone in this. The clean tone is not bad. Certainly not unusable. It's not the best clean guitar I ever heard. The distorted guitar, it's definitely not the best, but it's definitely not the worst I've ever worked with. Mind you, I didn't record this song. These guys recorded it on their own. This is a completely DIY project. So I commend the Smugs for doing that. That being said, I would have mic'd the guitar differently. I would have recorded a clean track to be sent to me so I can reamp it. I am not a fan of the up the middle pan distorted guitar tone. The clean guitars sound fine. I'm not a fan of the distorted guitar, but thankfully the song doesn't require a huge amount of distorted guitar. It needs just a little sprinkle of the distortion when the chorus kicks in. So I'm happy to have that distorted guitar take a back seat. And the solo guitar sounds pretty solid. So tone-wise, it sounds okay. Again, none of this is without question unusable. None of this is unusable. Like Like these backing vocals right here, I mean, you see how low my faders are in order to blend them. So are they the best quality? Definitely not. These were recorded really fucking hot. Like there's a lot of fucking gain in the mic when the interface when they track this. But again, these are in the background. They're not a prominent lead vocal, so I'm not going to overly compress them. So it's honestly not bad, if I'm being completely honest.
Try, but I'm just falling down.
And right now, all I'm doing is just getting a nice even compression so I can control their volume.
Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down.
Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now.
Okay, so I only have 2 backing vocals to work with here. So in the future, guys, when you do backing harmonizing vocals, even if they're just the whole band going, hey, 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 or they're just like gang shouting vocals, always do 4 of them. So we have a man and a woman doing it. So I'm only slightly panning them left and right just to give them a little separation so their lines sound a little more wide in the mix. Had they done doubles and at least doubled it, I could have the dude's vocal on the left and the right and the chick's vocal left and right. It just adds more width. So in the future, at the very least, double them. If you have a man and a woman doing it separately and harmonizing, double their tracks. That way you could pan it left and right and it will sound fucking huge. If you have gang vocals where it's the whole band, do 4 of them. Do 4 of them and pan 2 hard left, 2 hard right, and suddenly you will have an enormous sounding gang vocal. So just a tip for future reference. But there is a way to work with this. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fuck with this. I'm going to bust these out. And watch this. I'm going to put on the Waves doubler. And I'm going to fuck with them. I'm not going to do the doubler. I'm going to do doubler 4. Yeah. Fuck my life. Fuck this cold. Fuck whatever I have. I hate it. I hate it so much. I hate it. Okay. And now this is going to go to the Vox bus. So what I did with this is, you see how I took out a lot of the treble? Let me bring that at 10K. So I want the high end and the crispiness of the lead vocal to cut through, and I want that to have that territory. The backing vocals are just there to lift up the mids a little bit more. Because you have too much, if you have too much of the high end, their enunciation of the word will cut through and it'll compete with the lead vocal. You don't want that. So any backing vocal, just take out a little bit of shelf on the top end and watch how they instantly blend now effortlessly.
Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. Lying on your grave now. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade.
Okay. Can you ring out the dirty guitar at the end of the solo so it's 0 by the time the outro vocal comes in, and have it rise up to unity, you mean, when the last note hits and it just rings out. Okay, let me see if I understand what the fuck you're talking about. Okay. So let's have this be that. Okay, so you want it by the end of the solo. There you go.
Masquerade, child, but I'm just falling down. All the same, lying on the grave now. Masquerade, child, but I'm just falling down. All the same, lying on the grave now.
So like that? So that, you mean? Fade that out. Yes, thank you. Okay, good. Diane, I've been really meaning to ask you, why do you always do that? Why do you always just hit a period and then just send that? Like, you do it at the end of every message and you randomly do it after people talk. I don't know why you do that. I'm not yelling about it. I'm not like giving you shit for it. I'm just wondering why you do that. It's very weird. You're the only person I know that does that. Ooh, there's one little... I kind of like that. I don't know if you accidentally did another vocal on purpose there, or that was an accident, but I kind of like that. You don't have to apologize for doing it. I'm just asking why you do it. I'm just asking a question. Yeah, Connor, I kind of like this in the background. You don't know exactly what it is you're saying. It sounds like you're saying masquerade, but I kind of like that. It gives a little something to help with the outro. You did that on purpose. Okay. Yeah, that sounds dope. I like that. I like the mystery behind that. Okay. All right, let's listen. I'm not going to start from the very beginning, but let's take a listen to the song as is. Let me delete this excessive audio there. what genre even is this song? Good is the word that you're looking for. The genre is good.
Grave now.
Yeah, that sounds pretty dope. That sounds pretty dope. Do you have a distressor? Yes. Do you mean a real one? No. I don't have one like an outboard piece of gear, but I do have a distressor. In fact, I am using the distressor on the bass guitar. I'm gonna fuck with the overheads just a little bit. Try to get a little more of that snare to pop through, so I can lower the snare channel. Try using it on the drum bus. A, don't tell me what to do, and B, this is the same exact mix template from their other songs. So if I change it here, I gotta change it to the other one. So, I don't like using a distressor on the drum bus. I don't like how it sounds on drum buses. If I use anything on the drum bus, this is my go-to, the Magma Stress Box. This is my parallel compression on the drum bus. It used to be a Bluey 1176, but I like how the Magma Stress Box sounds a lot more than the 1176 Bluey. I never liked how a distressor sounds on a drum bus, so I just don't use it. If I need to use a distressor on anything, I use the distressor on my vocal chain. That's usually my clamp down, attack the transient compressor. And I use it on the bass. Yeah, I've tried the distressor on a drum bus before. I just don't like how it sounds. You didn't offend me, dude. I'm giving you shit. I'm kidding with you. Yeah, that little trick with the overheads. Shout out to Zach Yali for showing me this trick. Put the 1176 Bluey on 8, attack 7, release 1, and increase the input gain so that the needle, I mean, it can move a little bit, but when the snare hits, you want it cranking to like between 7 and 10 for when the snare hits. And then adjust the output to level match. And that will bring the transient of the snare and the top end of the snare in the air. It'll cut through a lot more. And God bless that dude. He's right about it, because as soon as I did that, I brought the snare channel down so the transient of the close mic of the snare is a little more balanced. right, now let me compare this to the other song. MSIM Final Master. What better way to compare it as far as levels wise than the other song that I did for them.
Stop using habits that I can't quit. Using habits that I can't. Stop using habits that I can't quit. Lying on your bed now.
Perfect. That's the loudness I want. It's hovering around 10.5 lufs. So the loudness is there. Now I just need to check the vocal levels.
Stop using habits that I can't quit. Really getting sick of the mess it is. Can I even remedy the damage done? What's it means I can't even have some burn? I'm using habits that I can't quit. All the same. Can I even lying on your bed now? I can't even have some burn. I'm using habits that I can't quit. Really getting sick of the mess it is. Can I even remedy the damage done? What's it means I can't even have masquerade. Tired but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on you, using habits that I masquerade. Damage done. Tired but I'm just falling down. In habits that I can't all the same. Lying on you, even remedy masquerade. Really getting sick. Tired but can I even round all the same. Lying on you, masquerade. Tired but remedy the damage done all the same. Lying on your grave now, masquerade. Tired but that means I can't even all the same.
All right, that's pretty solid. Now let's listen to the whole song, all the way through, no interruptions.
Masquerade.
Hold on, that snare drum is oof. Hold on, there's a lot of shit going on with that snare drum. Hold on.
Masquerade. Tired but I'm just falling down all the same.
All right, that was a little bit better. Okay, now let's listen to the whole thing. I gotta pee, so let's listen to the whole thing.
Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now. Masquerade. Try, but I'm just falling down. All the same. Lying on your grave now.
That's a good enough spot to call it a night. Like I said, I don't fully 100% trust my ears right now, but that sounded pretty solid. In the spots in the verses when he's like hitting the snare, bam, 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 it overloaded the compressor. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to automate the gain of the snare drum a little bit right here, just so it's not like clipping it that much. And then at the end here with these boop boop bop boom boop bop with the toms, I'm gonna have to automate sending the toms to the reverb because I think the reverb on the toms is distracting. And where was it? In this gap right here where it's just his vocal, I want it to be you know what? Let me do it now because I'm going to fucking forget it. Let's do Vox repeater, Vox verb. Let's automate. Ugh. I don't wish these allergies on the worst person in the world right now.
All the same, lying on your grave now.
Yeah, that reverb is distracting. So let me bring down the master bus so I can talk over it.
All the same, lying on your grave now.
Yeah, the reverb's distracting. So let me main mute. Okay. Mute. While I'm doing this, guys, you guys should absolutely go see Obsession, by the way. Obsession was exceptionally good. It didn't make me uncomfortable, it didn't scare me, but like it was good.
All the same, lying on your grave now.
Yeah, that's so much better. That's so much better. All right. It's clean. I like that. Where is that snare that really bothered me? It was right here. Yeah, that that right there was overloading my compressor, and even though it sounds pretty cool from like an analog standpoint, for this song it doesn't need it. So let me bring down the gain of those snare hits a little bit. Yeah, that's better. I'm tired and I want to go to sleep. I'm tired. I really hate people bitching about AI. Yeah, that's a lot better. All right, and what did I say at the end here? Oh yeah, the send the toms to the reverb. Oh my god, I hate this so much. Oh my god, I fucking hate this. Oh my god, I wish none of you feel how I feel right now. Oh my god. All right, let's see. Main send absolute. Is that sending it to 6? Okay, so that's good. Volume, main, send, relative. No, I don't want that. No, that's not what I want. Okay. Where is it? How much is being sent to it now? 6. Okay. Okay, so it's being sent at 6. Let's... Nope, that's not what I wanted either. Main. Send. Absolute. Thank you. That's what I fucking wanted. Okay, 6 dB. And then just bring it down to that. Let's see what that sounds like. There you go. Okay. I think we warrant this another listen. Guys, what do you think? Do we want to listen to this one more time? I think you guys want to listen to this one more time. Since Mamo Flows was given the nicest thing said in the chat room tonight, you win a digital prize of a high five. That is a solid high five to you, Momo Flows, for saying the genuine nicest thing in the chat room tonight. High five to you. We're gonna listen to this one more time. Tea, soup, water, Advil. Dude, I've drank at least a gallon of hot tea today. It literally is just, dude, my house is surrounded by trees and pollen. Every morning when I go out to my cars are red and they're green because there's just a bukkake of tree jizz all over my walkway, my stairs, my roof, everywhere. I am literally surrounded by pollen at all times. It literally, I literally break up Mucinex capsules, and I do so much Mucinex. I do lines. I literally take a credit card and I put it on a plate and I do that of Mucinex. That's how much of that shit I do every day just to keep my sinuses at bay. These are the worst allergies I have ever had, ever. This year, for they are somehow worse than they've ever been. So I do a whole fuckload of Mucinex. I have Dayquil. I have NyQuil to help me sleep. And I take a shitload of Claritin and a lot of Tylenol to help with the headaches. It's probably why I have so much autism, is because I literally take so much fucking Tylenol. That's a brand new sentence. Yeah. Oh yeah. Bukkake of tree jizz. That's what I call all the pollen. That's what I call all the pollen. Oh, God. I can think of 3 people off the top of my head that I genuinely hate. Genuinely. I do not wish this on even like any of the Kardashians, and I hate them all. I hate the Kardashians with every fiber of my being, and I do not wish this on them. Okay. Let's listen to this, because now my eyes are legit hurting to the point where my screen is at 10% brightness right now. And even then, it's hurting to look at the screen. So let's listen to this one more time. I'll make some notes. I'll give some final thoughts, and then we'll raid my buddy Mersh, who's live right now, and laugh at retards on the internet. So here we go. Here's the Smugs with Masquerade one more time. Yeah, that sounds fucking dope. All right. Because I like to be a masochist, let me turn everything off so you guys can hear where we started from. And we'll play the same section again. The chorus part. We're going to listen to everything off, and then I'll turn everything on, and we'll have a comparison. So this is everything off. That's just a fucking insane A and B. That's amazing. Okay. Yeah, while I'm still here, while I get ready to raid my buddy Mersh, let's I mean, chat's not really that talkative right now. So let's get ready to raid my pal Mersh. Let's see. Mersh is of course live. Oh god, he's already talking about Kevin Brennan again. So, oh god. I don't even know what the fuck he's talking about. Oh boy. Okay. And oh my god. Fuck my life with this. All right. We are going to raid my buddy Mersh, and we're raided. Yeah, we're going to enjoy some Mersh tonight. I'm gonna listen to my buddy. I'm gonna have some fun hanging out with him in his chat room, and let's confirm the raid. Okay, we're raided. We're all set. Yeah. Have a good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. And there's my notification. I rated him. Okay, good. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for listening. And I'll catch you in the next one. I'll be live tomorrow with another country cover band. Saturday, good internet pending. And if they want me to, I'll stream the Crusaders on Saturday. Sunday, I am taking a much-needed weekend getaway because Monday's Memorial Day here in America, and I have Sunday and Monday to myself. I'm going to probably go to a cabin in the woods and just unplug. So Sunday and Monday, you will not see any content from me. So tomorrow, definitely I'll be streaming. Saturday, hopefully, maybe I'll stream. Again, depending if the Crusaders want me to, and good internet pending. If not, I'll see if I can make a vlog about it. So, thanks, guys, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.